Well, good morning, guys. Well, we got a lot happening this morning here on the mountain. Wiley is on the way over. This morning is the morning that I've been waiting for 2 years, guys. Today we're gonna put the sawmill together. I've already got the truck out there full of tools, power supply for charging and running everything. We're gonna get Uber fired up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the bucket over here just in case we need to do some leveling. Then I'm going to put the forks on and we're going to go ahead and get the sawmill and all of the pieces and boxes over there to the work area. I'm going to be putting the sawmill in that area for now because I have that whole back line full of cedars. That's cedars, plus I got some pine up in there, and a lot of these pines are going to get taken out as well. I don't have a pole barn built to put it up underneath, so I'm going to have to cover it up for the time being. Eventually I'm going to clear out that area over there, and that area will be just for the sawmill. All right, let's get Uber fired up and let's get this day going. Having that quick connect fixed on the front of Uber is a game changer. That took me all of about 3 seconds. So much easier than it used to be. All right, let's go ahead and get the boxes that I took off the other day loaded up here, and we'll get this over there to the work area. Gotta love Uber, makes quick work of everything. All right, guys, I've already got everything set up and ready to go. I'm waiting on my help to get here. Wiley should be on his way here shortly. I went ahead and set up some solar panels and a power bank over there. That way we can charge batteries, phones, air compressor, everything that we're gonna need today. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these boxes off the top, and we're gonna go ahead and cut into the main unit, go ahead and get it unboxed, and that way we can see what our next step is and start going over all the instructions. Never put one of these together before. This should be fun. Stick around, let's get it. I will say, first impressions, very well packaged. I got the top of it off now, guys. You can see right here is the motor. We got a couple of more boxes. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably got some more down there towards the bottom, I'm sure. See a little one right there. So we're gonna go ahead and start unboxing the boxes. And that way we can get this last piece of cardboard off so I can really see what I'm working with here. And also try to find the instructions. All right, I'm gonna show you what all was in the first box. We had this big steel piece right here. This was where all the weight was. It was heavy. And then you got a little crank and a pulley system. That's more than likely for the up and down, but I have a power head unit, so I might not even have to install that. And then it looks like we have some stuff to connect the water tank to, and a couple of brackets, and I haven't opened up that box yet. All right, so we still got a box here. And I believe those two bottom ones right there are the actual rail for the initial piece. So we're gonna try to get this box out right here and get it unboxed and see what's in it. All right, guys, let me show you what we got. We got a couple of galvanized tubing right here. These right here are the two big heavy things that were in the box. Right there's the bolt and the washer that didn't have a nut. That was just laying in the bottom. I believe that box is full of hardware. And you got this big piece, and I've already showed you that. This is definitely the track up underneath. And right here is the main head unit. She is sexy. Now, ooh, it's already got a blade on it. I need to figure out where is going to be the best spot to lift this from, where I'm not going to mess it up, to get this out of the crate. That way I can access the railing up underneath. All right, let me take a look at it and then we'll figure it out. All right, just got off the phone with Wiley and I found the operator's manual. It's going to show how to put this thing together. So while I'm waiting on him, go ahead and start reading this, see if I can get a clue. It's also got the Kohler Command Pro book as well. Came with a sticker. And also another Woodland Mills book as well that we'll dive into in a little while. I believe this is the quick start and blade tracking little guide. But this right here is what we're starting with. It's time to put this jigsaw puzzle together. Come on. All right, guys. My foreman showed up. My assembly expert.
Resident expert. I done it one time 5 years ago.
Yep. That's what we call an expert here on the mountain, guys. But he does have the exact same sawmill.
Yep.
So we went in, rid a strap around there. He's going to try to make sure it don't tear the motor apart. We're going to try to get it out the cage because this right here is heavy, guys. And from what I've seen, it looks like we need to lay it down flat and then we got to put those galvanized rods in there. But it just so happens that they gave us plenty of cardboard to not scratch it up. Now, granted, it will get scratched up in the future, but it's not going to be today. I need a thumbnail. All right, let's get Uber fired up and let's get this lifted.
clear. Right there. I can move it. All right. Ready? Yeah. Do a little slack. A little slack. There you go.
All right, that worked well. Now we got to lay it down. Now it's time to break out the instructions. The instructions. Yeah.
Who needs instructions?
I got the resident expert here. I don't need instructions. All right. Should we put the head together first or the track together first? What do you think?
Both's got to be done. I don't guess it really matters.
I say we put the head together first, then we can, because once we start on the track, it's 25 foot, so it's rinse and repeat, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, and I failed you this morning.
Oh no. He didn't bring his impacts.
No. Left them sitting on the table at the house.
Well, we're gonna get our ratchet on today then, I guess. All right, well, let me get y'all set up and we're gonna start assembling this thing. All right, guys, the great packaging continues. Look how well laid out Woodland Mills has got all of their nuts and bolts. That is going to make a big difference for us putting this together. He's already bringing the brackets over what's happening. Those are pretty stout right there.
Yes, they are. I can't remember, David. I think the wheels go on the outside, but I can't remember.
Well, let's take a look at the instructions. Well, you are wrong.
I'm wrong?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Look, double check me.
Yep, you're right.
Resident expert. Nothing bolts on the bottom. Oh, starting to look like something. We got to put the bolts in there, leaving everything loose. We're not going to tighten everything up until we get the tracks built and getting it setting on the tracks. Then we'll square it all up, level it everything out, and make it do what it do.
Here's you two bolts.
Which ones are we going in?
These two right here.
These two.
Oh, in between, yeah.
Thanks, sir. All right, guys, another step closer. This right here is going to be for the measuring stick. We got the pulleys on each side, got washers, spacers. Everything is being left loose because my resident expert over there said that's the big thing he messed up on. Tighten everything down. He put it on his track and it was callywonka. So we're going to leave everything loose. Square it up once we get it on the track. Now we're going to move on to putting the water tank on there. Nice water tank. I might have to add.
So The biggest thing that I seen whenever I was shopping around buying one of these was everybody else had plastic tanks.
Yeah.
And they have that nice aluminum tank.
Yeah.
And that, man, I'll tell you, that's nice.
Basically, it's the cat's meow.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, guys, we're going to keep moving along with this. That way a little bit. All right, water tank installed. Attention, do not run lubricant for the initial 30 minutes of milling. Run the blade dry after break-in the belts. After the break-in period, follow the lubricant guide listed below. That looks fancy. All right, we got the big cover towards the back of the sawmill now. Installed loosely. Had to put a pulley over here on this side. Didn't have to put the bolts in here yet because I think this is where the cranking stuff goes. Making progress. Now we're going to put the hour meter thing on there. Alright, the GoPro's struggling over there, guys. It's too hot out here. But we got the hand crank on. We got the little hour meter on, this plate on. Got all of the cables fed through. Now it's time to put the ruler on, and we're going to put the power head on. Power head's basically going to bolt right here. We just got to take this apart. My resident expert knows what he's doing. More than I do. Alright guys, we went as far as we can go on the head unit. We got the power head on there. Wally's catching some beef with my throttle and my power head.
Yeah.
A little bit. He made his own power head though.
I did. Yep. And it works great.
Ain't nobody got time for all this. Remember Arsenio Hall? We ain't doing all that. Alright, so nothing on here is tight, guys. It's all nice and loose and wobbly. We'll end up getting some hooks or shackles or something and pick it at the end. But we got to put a track together before we can do all of that. So that's the next step. Let's get it.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the farm. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Feast is the spot to take the blues away. We're on a boat. We're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water.
Alright guys, what we did there is these 8-footers we cut in half for 4-foot sections. Those will be going this way, and then this 10-footer we're going to use 5 foot on each, and we got another 4 of them over there that we're going to run all the way along, which is what the legs are going to set on. Alright guys, having camera issues, but as you've seen, we leveled this out a little bit better, brought in a bunch of dirt. Now I laid out these 4-foot 4x4s. Now we're going to go ahead and start running our little trail, or our little track that the sawmill is actually going to sit on. We actually separated the sawmill into 2 pieces, moved it out of the way. And now we're going to see if we can get this right.
Maybe I need to bring my impact tomorrow.
Don't be hating on the only impact on the job. I'm just saying. That one's off a 1/2 inch off the end there. 40 and a half. What did I say?
40 and a half to 42 and a half, wasn't it? Something like that.
I'll just do 40. All right guys, the impact, don't want to impact that last one. Wiley forgot his impact this morning. I'm gonna call him out. It's the only thing he had to bring, himself and the impact, and he brought himself but forgot the impact. So we're gonna call it a day. As you can see, the sun's starting to set over there, but we got a game plan now. We got this first one going. We're getting this first line all the way done. We got our lines and stuff over there. Then we'll square off of this, come over here, and then we'll make everything nice and square. And then we'll put the racks back on there. But we got a good game plan. I think once we get this and then get the head over there, then it'll just be a matter of some fine tuning and stuff tomorrow. So we might be able to actually cut a log tomorrow.
Maybe.
It's possible. I got one sitting right there for it. That cedar right there is the first one going through it.
Heck yeah.
So excited, we're getting there. It's a lot of steps, guys, a lot of steps, but be honest with you, all in all, it went pretty smooth today.
Really did.
We didn't have a lot of stuff we had to take apart and put back together and all of that. The instructions with these woodland mills are top notch. Yeah, I mean, very detailed. Everything's packaged very well and labeled very well. So far so good. All right guys, we'll see you on in the morning.